Still on the storms, one family is thanking their lucky stars after a huge tree crashed onto their house on the Gold Coast.
Whoa. Holy shit. We got hit big time. The tree fell over and is in the house. We need a new roof.
David Spindler and his family now are facing a mammoth cleanup.
Well, Daniel and his family have been relocated to accommodation in Broadbeach Waters. He joins us now. Daniel, it sounds like you've obviously been through quite a lot. Can you just step us through what exactly happened?
Yeah, it has been quite a lot. Very early on Friday morning, around just after 4 a.m, in bed, didn't get to bed late just because of the storm activity. Mrs. gave me a bit of a shove said, do you want to get up and check things around the house? We got up and I wouldn't have been out of bed long, couple of minutes, and then just a crack. And I was in the dining room and I looked across and there was a tree protruding through the house. It was, yeah, pretty surreal. It was pretty clear that it had fallen directly on across the house. So, yeah, I screamed pretty loudly, there's a tree, and then, ran through to try and find the kids and the missus and get away from that area.
What would have happened if you had still been in bed?
We went back into the bedroom later on and there was actually shards of glass in the bed from a window above, close to our bed. So we just don't know, but I mean, there were very large pieces of glass and they were, in the head region across the top of where we had been not 5 minutes before. So the bit of an unknown, I don't know. It's scary to think what could have happened with that. The other scenario is that I had been pacing around the house that night, and if I had have walked into that other area of the house, it could very well have ended very differently for myself, just as I was, looking through windows and getting all anxious about the storm and the wind and the rain. So yeah, it could have been very different.
Thank goodness that you and your family are okay. Your house, not so much. How do you go about removing a giant tree from your roof?
Very, very good question. We now have a tree house. And so I don't, I don't know. And I guess at the moment we're a bit anxious about what that cleanup looks like. We're in temporary accommodation for 2 weeks. Insurance has been good through this process to get the ball rolling, but we're just not clear on what's going to happen moving forward. It is a lot of unknowns. We've got the kids, we've got to get back to routine, get them to school eventually. So there's a lot to think about, a lot to play on the mind at the moment.
Daniel, thanks for talking to us tonight. I hope you and the family are doing all right.
Thank you very much.